Good afternoon, everybody. It's me again. It's Russell Mills, June 12th, 2019. I want to say hello to everybody. I hope everybody's blessed. Heard about the David Ortiz that got shot in his country in Dominican Republic. I'm going to show you guys. This is a long road to recovery. So I'm going to read you guys in the newspaper and that I bought. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. This is hero flown to Boston for gunshot recovery. Spokesman says it was an act of hired killers. Wounded former Red Sox slugger David Ortiz was flown to Boston in an air ambulance Monday after he was shot in a targeted attack at a bar in Dominican Republic. An ambush that forced doctors to remove his gallbladder and part of his intestines. The Red Sox dispatched the jet to Santo Domingo to bring Big Papi to Massachusetts General Hospital. We're going to Boston, Ortiz's father, Leo, announced. Big Papi will be around for a long time. Red Sox president Sam Kenney said the team is doing everything we can to support David and his family during this very difficult period. Says Ortiz, 43, was shot at the close range in the torso after two men on a motorcycle approached the Dial Bar and Lounge in Santo Domingo Sunday night, police said. One man fired a shot at Ortiz as the other patrons ran for cover. It says one man escaped on foot, but suspect Eddie Vladimir Felix Garcia was previously arrested for drug charges in 2017, was arrested and taken to the hospital after being beaten by a crowd of people at the bar. Dominican Republic National Police reported the bar where Ortiz was shot is in a bustling nightlife district packed with dance clubs and expensive bars that he's known to frequent. Says Dominican officials declined to confirm the gunman's motives, but Ortiz spokesman Leo Lopez said there's not a single doubt that this was an act of hired killers. Elysia Salvador, who was at the scene, said he drove Ortiz to the hospital and described what he saw on the Dominican radio station, Zol 106.5. We got there and I talked with the owner of the place, and not 2 minutes had gone by when the motorcycles stopped and the guy got off. He lifted his sweater and shot Ortiz, Salvador said in Spanish. I heard the shot and I thought it was just fireworks. It didn't sound like a shot. It sounded like something homemade. There was a lot of smoke and the fire alarm went off and the shooter didn't shoot again. It was just one single shot, said Salvador. So Salvador said he immediately went to his car that was parked out front, got Ortiz into the vehicle to rush him to the hospital, hitting several cars along the way. Dominican newspaper El Dario Libero, if I'm saying it wrong, sorry, reported that Ortiz was airlifted to Boston about 5 p.m. Dr. Abel Gonzalez said he had to remove Ortiz's gallbladder along with parts of his intestines. He tolerated the surgery without any complications. His blood pressure was good. He went to be intensive care where he remained stable. When he opened his eyes, the first thing he asked for his family, and it was in a good mood. Gonzalez said in a press conference with Dominican media on Monday, 2 other people were wounded, including Joel Lopez, a Dominican TV host with Ortiz. Police believe Lopez was wounded by the same bullet, said National Police Director Niall Aldrin Baptista. I can't even say it, but whatever. But this is Ortiz, a hero in the Dominican Republic in Boston, led the Red Sox to 3 World Championships, was a 10-time All-Star, and hit 541 home runs. Has famously urged Boston rally and wake up to 2013 Boston Marathon bombing, telling the crowd at Fenway On April 20th of that year. This is Bleeping City. And nobody's going to dictate our freedom. Stay strong. The Sox went on to win the World Series that year, with Big Papi named the World Series MVP. He's on the Mount Rushmore of Boston sports, said Eddie Romero, the team's assistant general manager. Ortiz retired after the 2016 season and lives at least part of the year in Dominican Republic. He's often seen getting his cars washed and hanging out with friends, including other baseball players, artists, and entertainers. So it says, fam returns love to Ortiz. As David Ortiz was there for Debbie Warren and her family as their daughter and other children were going through the heart treatment at the Boston Children's Hospital now, as a former star slugger recovers from an apparent execution attempt. Warner and the rest of the Red Sox Nation all want to be there for their beloved baseball legend. When I woke up and I saw what happened with Big Papi, I was devastated, Warren said outside of Fenway Park on Monday. He's such a genius guy. He's such a genuine guy, so nice. Debbie's daughter, Lacey, got to meet her hero, Ortiz, before she died at age 16 in 2014. Lacey was born with a rare heart defect, underwent 6 open heart surgeries, and received treatment at the Boston Children's Hospital, traveling with her and family from West Virginia several times a year. Since last night, Debbie and her husband, Steve, plan to bring 4 Heart Heroes kids being treated in the hospital cardiac unit to the Sox game against the Texas Rangers. In the past year, Warren said Ortiz would sign every child's baseball, even when he was being called into the dugout. He was amazing, Warren said. Stunned and heartsick fans offered their well wishes to Ortiz, a married father of 3 who retired from the Sox in 2016 after helping the team win 3 World Series championships after 86 years losing streak. Ortiz was ambushed and shot at the back Sunday night in a lounge in his native Dominican Republic. Ortiz was due to be flown to Boston last night by medical ambush arranged by the Red Sox. Since after the 2013 Boston Marathon bombings, Ortiz took the mic at the Hub ballpark and said, "This is our bleeping city and nobody's going to dictate our freedom. Stay strong." So basically, I'm going to play you guys something. If I can.
Legend David Ortiz, he's back in Boston at Massachusetts General Hospital to continue his recovery. This coming after he was shot at a bar in the Dominican Republic and underwent emergency surgery. One of his closest friends and former teammates, Pedro Martinez, had an emotional message yesterday, so take a listen.
I'm so disappointed to know that someone like David, who saved so many lives, can have someone after his life. And I'm sorry, I get. I'm sorry. But it hurts me.
Yes, very sad there. So I want to bring in Tom Yamas on the ground in Boston with the latest updates. Tom, what do we know about his condition right now?
Kimberly, good morning. Well, right now he's still in stable but serious condition, and we just got a really important update from our partners over at ESPN. They were told by Ortiz's spokesperson just a few minutes ago that Ortiz underwent exploratory surgery here at Mass General overnight. That lasted until 1 o'clock this morning. Now, he's taking very limited visits, and they're closely monitoring him for the next 24 to 48 hours. This comes on top of that emergency surgery after he was shot, where surgeons told us they had to remove parts of his liver, his small, and his large intestine. So this is very serious surgery. And it's our understanding that David Ortiz He's in stable condition, but he's clearly not out of the woodwork just yet, and they're watching him very closely. Now, what I can tell you is that we heard there from one of his former teammates, Red Sox players, owner, the franchise. They are all responding today. Here at Massachusetts General, we haven't really seen fans here, but they have been weighing in on social media. When you talk to people out here in the city, they're all pulling for David Ortiz, and they're really worried. As far as the investigation back in Santo Domingo, here's what we know so far. One suspect is under arrest. It is our understanding he hasn't been questioned thoroughly just yet, but he apparently was on a motorcycle with the alleged gunman who shot David Ortiz. They tried to get away, but they fell off that motorcycle. And then other sort of witnesses that were there grabbed that one suspect, and they held him down until police came over. They actually beat him pretty badly. He was bloodied. And they held him until police were able to get there. The alleged shooter in this case, though, he apparently got away. And it's our understanding from what police are telling us that robbery clearly was not the motive here. So the big question, Kimberly, is what was that motive? Why was David Ortiz shot? There's surveillance video. He was apparently talking to a friend of his who works on a variety TV show in Santo Domingo. The bullet going through his back, through his stomach, and actually hitting that friend as well. And on that surveillance video, you can see David Ortiz slumped over. He's a legend here in Boston. He's also a legend back at home. And for some of these players, you know, they have an icon status in their home countries, whether it be the DR or Cuba or Venezuela. But there's also a danger sometimes because they know these people are rich, they know they're famous, and sometimes there are also jealousies within those communities.
And Tom, is there a heavy security presence there in Massachusetts with him at the hospital?
I can't get my IFB here. We had some problems with the connector.
All right, so Tom just lost connection with Tom there, but thank you for the updates. We're certainly happy that he is doing okay. So, guys, we're going to move on.
So, everybody, that's basically it. I hope that David Ortiz has a speedy recovery back from getting shot. I think that was a shame that, he ended up getting shot the way he did in his country. I don't think that is fair. I don't think that's right. But unfortunately in this world where they just said where some people are not rich in certain of those countries, and when they come back, some people get jealous just as well as, but you should never be jealous of a man or woman in this world. You should never. You should just be thankful every day. Thank God that you can live, breathe. If you're not sick, if you're able to go to work, just be thankful. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could really say. Be thankful, be blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I just pray for David Ortiz and his family and the 3 kids and his wife that he has. And, I just hope and pray that we wake up as a nation. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than David Ortiz. It's bigger than a lot of things that happen in this country. I just hope we stop with the guns. Stop with the craziness that's going on in this world. We need to wake up and realize that, there's a God out there. You know what I'm saying? And he sees everything we do, good, bad, or indifferent. So we have to stop the nonsense. But if we don't stop the nonsense, things are just going to keep getting worse and worse as they have. But I just wanted to give you guys a report about that. Everybody knows about it, obviously. I'm just want to get my perspective on it. Just read what I read. But everybody feel free to check out my YouTube channel. You would have to type in my name. It's Russell Mills, RussellMills. Feel free to check it out. Spread the word. I want my name to be out there. So everybody take care. God bless. Bye.